Hello everyone! Welcome back to Teacher Rocky's YouTube channel! Ayan, so for this video, pag-uusapan naman natin at i-flex ko ang tungkol sa ating RPMS package 2023 to 2024, this time for the highly proficient teachers. Ayan. So, kamusta na po ang ating paggawa ng portfolio sa ating mga master teachers dyan? Tapos na po ba? Ready for the submission na po ba this month of May? O delayed pa or extended ang inyong submission sa July? So, kahit kailan pa po yan i-submit, kailangan harapin natin ang katotohanan na whether we like it or not, we have to submit our RPMS portfolio, so we have to be ready for it. With that, ito po ang ating RPMS package for 2023 to 2024 for highly proficient teachers, which includes 20 templates or 20 files po ang nakapaloob sa ating package. Ano po? Kasama na po syempre dito ang ating sample RPMS portfolio for highly proficient teachers. So sa mga nakapag-avail na po nito, maraming salamat. Sana po ay nakatulong po sa inyong lahat sa mabilis na paggawa ng ating RPMS portfolio. Sa mga hindi pa po nakaka-avail ang ating pong RPMS portfolio, RPMS package 2023 to 2024 for highly proficient teachers are still available po. Paano po mag-avail? All you have to do is to go to our Teacher Rocky Facebook page. Ayan po, ang ating Facebook page. Punta lang po kayo dyan. Don't forget to like and follow. Ano po? And then you send a message to Teacher Rocky. Mag-message po kay Teacher Rocky paano mag-avail. Gusto po mag-avail. I am interested. Kung ano po ang gusto niyo sabihin, pwede niyo pong sabihin kay Teacher Rocky. Si Teacher Rocky po ay sasagot sa inyo to whatever questions you wanted to ask. Naka-ready po tayo lagi na sumagot diyan po sa ating FB page, sa ating Facebook page. Ano po? Minsan hindi po agad-agad ako nakakasagot. Ano po? Minsan it takes me a while para makasagot. Pero sinisigurado ko po na lahat po yan ay nasasagot ko. Wala po ako napapalampas diyan. Kung meron po diyan sa inyo na nag-message na hindi ko nasagot, sige po, shout out tayo dito. Mag-comment kayo dito sa video na to. Because I am sure na lahat po kayo ay nasasagot ko pag nag-message kayo sa ating Facebook page. So, all you have to do is to go to our Facebook page, send me a message para maka-avail kayo ng ating RPMS package 2023 to 2024 for highly proficient teacher. And speaking of that, ipapakita ko ngayon ang lahat po ng mga files na kasama sa ating package. So, unahin na natin ang ating sample RPMS portfolio 2023 to 2024 for highly proficient teachers. So, ito po ang ating sample RPMS portfolio para sa lahat ng highly proficient teachers. Ito po ay isang template lang po. Isang design lang po ang aking ilinabas. This design is in blue color. Since ang ating highly proficient naman is always represented with a blue color pagdating po sa ating RPMS tools. So, sabihin ko na din, I would like to add na ito pong ating RPMS portfolio and all other templates or files that comes with the package, they are all editable po. Ano po, pwede nyo po yung baguhin, i-edit, at kung ano pang gusto nyo idagdag or ibawas. So, this is our front page, our cover page. Next to that is our table of contents. For highly proficient, naglagay po ako ng table of contents. This is for easy tracking ng bawat pages po ng ating attachment o ng ating RPMS portfolio. Of course, we'll then have KRA1, Content, Knowledge, and Pedagogy, which includes Objective 1, 2, and 3. May I remind everyone na ang ating pong Objective 1, 2, and 3 ay na-retain po according sa ating RPMS guidelines. The Objective 1, 2, and 3 are all the same as our previous RPMS po. Ano po? While all the rest are different now. Iba na po. Ito lang pong Objective 1, 2, and 3 ang na-retain. So, Objective 1 po is a classroom observable indicator, modeled effective applications of content knowledge within and across curriculum teaching areas. So, ibig sabihin po, ang attachment po natin dito ay ang ating ang ating COT, Classroom Observation Tool, na ginamit po natin during our classroom observation from first quarter up to fourth quarter. Ito pong objective na to ay nire-rate across 4 quarters. Para po sa lahat ng highly proficient teachers, kasama po ng pag-attach natin ng ating classroom observation tool ay proof of attendance of colleagues. Kailangan po, bawat classroom observation natin, meron po tayong kasamahang guro na nanonood at nag-o-observe din po. They are not going to rate us, pero nandiyan po sila para makinig at mapanood ang ating pag-demonstrate, classroom demonstration. So with that, ang ating pong attachment is our COT for each quarter at bawat classroom observation may proof of attendance. Ang proof of attendance po natin could either be a picture of our colleagues that are there present during our classroom observation o kaya pwede rin namang ang attendance sheet. Ano po, pwede po tayong maglagay dyan na attendance sheet kung sino ang mga guro na nag-attend during our classroom observation. For Objective 2 po, ito po ay evaluated with colleagues the effectiveness of teaching strategies that promote learner achievement in literacy and numeracy skills. Hindi po ito classroom observable indicator. Kaya ang ating MOB po dito can be a proof of attendance in coaching and mentoring sessions, meetings, LAC sessions, FGDs, other collegial discussions that highlight the objective o kaya minutes or notes ng ating mga ginawang coaching and mentoring, reflection notes galing sa ating teacher na nag-attend ng ating coaching and mentoring o kaya ay ang ating PMCF o yung performance monitoring and coaching form sa isinagawa po nating coaching and mentoring. So with this, kailangan po natin mag-attach kada quarter ng katunayan na tayo ay nagsagawa ng coaching and mentoring. Okay? So bawat isa po dyan kailangan natin lagyan ng annotation. Yung PMCF po natin, pag nag-attach tayo ng PMCF, kailangan may kasamang annotation. Yung reflection notes po, kailangan may kasama pong proof of attendance ni teacher. So, kung si teacher ay nagawa ng reflection note, yung po ang i-attach natin na MOB, kailangan maipakita natin na nandoon siya during the coaching and mentoring. Okay? So, kailangan mag-attach tayo for each quarter. For Objective 3 po, ito po is another classroom observable indicator. So, COT din po ang ating attachment dito with proof of attendance. So, kada quarter po, ito po ay nire-rate ng ating rater. Ito pong classroom observable indicator na ito. Next naman po ang ating KRA2 o Learning Environment and Diversity of Learners, which includes Objective 4, 5, and 6. Ang Objective 4 po, modeled and supported colleagues in the proficient use of mother tongue, Filipino and English to improve teaching and learning, as well as to develop learners' pride of their language, heritage, and culture. Ang ating pong attachment dito is our COT for first and third quarter only. Ano po, ito po ay nire-rate during the first and third quarter, hindi po sa second and fourth quarter. So, yun lang po ang ating magiging attachment plus the proof of attendance of colleagues. And then, for Objective 5, another classroom observable indicator, syempre, ang ating attachment po uli dito is our COT for first and third quarter only, plus proof of attendance. Ganun din po sa Objective 6, ang ating pong attachment dito is another COT from first and third quarter. So, Objective 4, 5, and 6 po ay nire-rate during first and third quarter only. So, ang attachment po natin ay COT during those quarters and proof of attendance of colleagues. For KRA3, Curriculum and Planning, Objective 7, 8, and 9. Ang Objective 7 po is another classroom observable indicator. Kaya po, ang ating pong attachment dito is our COT for the second and fourth quarter. So, second and fourth quarter naman po dito kasi dito po nire-rate ang objective na ito with proof of attendance of our colleagues. So, Objective 8 po ay katulad din ng Objective 7. It's a COT for the second and fourth quarter. Yun lang po ang attachment natin dito plus proof of attendance of our colleagues. For Objective 9 po, this is non-classroom observable indicator. Ano po? Model to colleagues the setting of achievable and challenging learning outcomes that are aligned with learning competencies to cultivate culture of excellence for all learners. Para po sa Objective 9, ang ating pong means of verification is at least one lesson plan that is DLL, DLP, WHLP, WLP, WLL, lesson exemplars, and the likes. Kahit ano po doon, mag-attach po tayo ng isa doon kung saan ang lesson plan po ay magpapakita na ang bawat part ng ating lesson plan ay naka-aligned sa ating learning competency. Ano po, dapat naka-align po ang lahat ng parts para po makakuha tayo ng highest possible score. And para naman po so kailangan po makapag-attach tayo ng sample lesson plan across 4 quarters. Ano po? Bawat quarter meron tayong attached lesson plan kung saan naka-highlight ang ating pong mga parts ng lesson plan which are aligned to the learning competency. Para naman po magkaroon tayo ng highest possible score sa efficiency po for this objective, kailangan at least isang quarter po ay na-demonstrate natin during LAC session. Ano po? So, nagkaroon tayo ng LAC session at na-demonstrate natin sa harap ng ating mga colleagues tong lesson plan na to. Nagamit natin ang lesson plan na to through classroom demonstration sa isang LAC session. At least one lang po. Hindi po kailangan kada quarter. So, kada quarter, kailangan may lesson plan tayong attachment. Next one is KRA 4, Assessment and Reporting, which includes Objective 10, 11, and 12. Ang Objective 10 po ang ating huling classroom observable indicator. Kaya ang attachment po natin is another classroom observation tool na ginamit natin during 2nd and 4th quarter plus the proof of attendance of our colleagues. For Objective 11 naman po, work collaboratively with colleagues to analyze and utilize assessment data to modify practices and programs to further support learner progress and achievements. Para po dito ang ating pong MOVs, it could either be approve LAC or FGD plan, any proof of communication with colleagues, for example, text or chats, any proof of collaborative review, for example, accomplishment report of learner assessment data, intervention materials developed for remediation or enhancement or enrichment activities. Pwede rin pong minutes of the meeting, minutes of coaching and mentoring sessions, meetings, LAC session, FGD session, or other collegial discussion with proof of attendance. Or performance monitoring and coaching form or yung ating PMCF. So, kada quarter po mag-attach tayo ng any of the described means of verification. Ano po? Isa lang po dyan, kada quarter mag-a-attach po tayo. So, for this one, first quarter, naglagay po tayo ng approved LAC plan. Tapos, sa second quarter naman, meron tayong minutes of the meeting. Dapat may kasamang proof of attendance kung sino ang mga umattend ng meeting na ito. And then, third quarter, ay naglagay po ako ng PMCF with annotation. Pag PMCF po ang attachment natin, kailangan may annotation para makakuha po tayo ng highest possible score. And then, for Objective 12, this is another non-classroom observable indicator, guided colleagues to strengthen relationships with parents, guardians, and the wider school community to maximize their involvement in the educative process. So, attachment po natin dito could either be proof of attendance in coaching and mentoring or other meetings, minutes or notes of coaching and mentoring, reflection notes of teachers during the coaching and mentoring, or performance monitoring and coaching form or the PMCF. Kahit ano po dito, isa lang po for each quarter. So, kailangan meron tayong 4 na attachment for 4 quarters. So, dito po, naglagay tayo ng PMCF. Pag PMCF po ang ilinalagay natin, nagdadagdag po tayo ng annotation. Ano po? Para makakuha tayo ng highest possible score. Third and fourth quarter, pwede po yung proof of attendance lang, okay lang po yan. Kahit isang quarter lang po tayo nakapag-attach ng PMCF, makakakuha na po tayo ng highest possible score. And KRA 5, Personal Growth and Professional Development, Objective 13 and 14 po. For Objective 13, contributed actively to professional networks within and between schools to improve knowledge and to enhance practice. Ang means of verification po natin dito, approve activity or project proposal for a webinar. Nagawa po tayo ng webinar, retooling, upscaling, at kung ano-ano pa. Meron tayong approve activity or project proposal. Approve activity or project proposal for benchmarking or innovation. Pwede din po yan. Certificate of as contributor to LRMDS. Certificate of completion in a course or training. Nag-attend tayo ng isang course or training, certificate of completion. Certificate of recognition or for speakership. Any proof of participation to school LAC sessions, online or face-to-face, and others. So, para po dito, nag-attach po tayo first quarter, certificate of participation sa INSET. Second quarter, certificate of participation sa isang seminar or training kung saan naggawa po tayo ng output. Ipapakita po natin yung sample output na ginawa po natin during the course or training, at attachment po, proof po na ito ay naisagawa natin for a LAC session or na-implement natin ito through a LAC session po sa ating paaralan para makakuha tayo ng highest possible score. At kailangan po ito pong output na nagawa natin during this training or course ay na-implement po natin sa ating paaralan through LAC session. Ano po? Kailangan meron tayong katibayan. And then, for the third quarter, nag-attach tayo ng Certificate of Speakership and then another Certificate of Participation sa fourth quarter. Okay na po yun. Importante makapag-attach tayo na tayo nag-attend ng training or seminar na nagsagawa tayo ng iba't ibang output at na-implement po natin sa ating paaralan para makakuha tayo ng highest possible score po for this objective. And then, for Objective 14, initiated professional reflections and promote learning opportunities with colleagues to improve practice. Ang means of verification po natin could either be proof of attendance sa coaching and mentoring, approved LAC or FGD plan, training matrix of LAC sessions highlighting the teacher's role, minutes of LAC session or FGD, performance monitoring and coaching form, personal notes or reflections of colleagues, on regional, division, school-led, INSET, or others. So, dito po, nag-attach po tayo ng PMCF for first and second quarter. And then, meron po tayong PMCF uli. Yung attendance sheet po of INSET or LAC session during third and fourth quarter. And then, the last one is our plus factor, Objective 15. Ito po kaparehas lang ng mga taon-taon natin ginagawang plus factor, perform various related works or activities that contribute to the teaching-learning process. So, yung iba-iba pang activities or work na ginagawa natin during the school year na nagko-contribute po sa teaching and learning process. Importante po that this is related to teaching and learning process. Ano po? So, ang ating MOV po, any one of the following: committee involvement, involvement as module or learning material writer or validator, involvement as a resource person, speaker, or facilitator, book or journal authorship or co-authorship or contributorship, advisorship or coordinatorship or chairpersonship. Kailangan lang natin ng designation mula sa ating school head. Participation in demonstration teaching, participation as research presenter in a forum or conference, mentoring of pre-service, in-service teachers, and conducted research within the waiting period, and others. Kailangan po with annotation with how it contributed to the teaching and learning process. So, bawat isang attachment po natin, may annotation po dapat kung paano ito nakaka-contribute sa ating sa teaching and learning process. So, for the first quarter, serve as coordinator. Tayo naman po, lalo na tayong mga highly proficient teachers, madalas tayo ay itinatalagang coordinator or chairperson. Ano po? Second quarter, serve as facilitator or speaker. Papaliwanag lang natin sa annotation kung paano to nag-contribute sa teaching and learning process. Ano po? And third quarter, observation to classes of teachers 1 to 3, and then coach and mentored learners in a competition. Kahit ano po dun sa required MOVs, isa lang po. Kada quarter po dapat meron within the school year. And of course, the last part of our RPMS portfolio is our IPCRF, accomplished IPCRF within the school year. So, bukod po sa ating sample RPMS portfolio for highly proficient teachers, sabi ko nga, ang ating RPMS package includes 20 files or templates. Ano po? So, isa na dyan yung RPMS portfolio natin. Bukod doon, meron din tayong self-assessment tool template po, blank template po na pwede nyo gamitin sa paggawa ng inyong self-assessment tool. At meron din po tayong accomplish self-assessment tool. Ito po ay sinagutan ko na para maging guide nyo po kung paano ito sasagutan. Meron po tayong video, meron akong ginawang video. Pwede nyo pong hanapin dito sa ating channel, How to Accomplish Self-Assessment Tool at kung ano ang connection nito sa ating IPCRF at sa ating development plan or individual development plan. Ano po? And then next, meron tayong mid-year review form template, blank template po para pwede nyong gamitin. At yung ating accomplished mid-year review form kung saan sinagutan po natin para maipakita po sa inyo ang sample kung paano ito sagutan. Next one is our IPCRF 2023 to 2024 for master teacher, blank template po na pwede nyong gamitin. And of course, another one is yung accomplished template naman ito o yung may sagot na para maging guide nyo po. And then, we also have our IPCRF Development Plan template, blank template po, para po gamitin nyo na gamitin yung sagutan para po sa inyong IPCRF Development Plan. Ano po? And then, meron tayong sample ng IPCRF for Phase 2. Sample Individual Development Plan for Phase 2. Ano po? Para makita nyo kung paano po ito sagutan. At ganun din, yung ating updated Individual Development Plan po na ginagawa naman natin during the end of school year bago tayo mag-submit ng ating IPCRF. Yung ginawa natin sa Phase 2 ay i-update lang po natin at i-finalize at the end of the school year. And then, meron din tayong sample ng PMCF with attendance sheet for Objective 2 attachment. Sample reflection or minutes of the meeting for Objective 2 attachment. Meron din po tayong PMCF for first quarter para sa Objective 9 at sample lesson plan for highly proficient teacher po para sa Objective 9. Meron din tayong PMCF sample para sa Objective 11 at yung iba pang attachment natin sa Objective 11. Ano po? Yung pong ginamit kong mga attachment for Objective 12, 13, 14, and 15, isinama ko na din po dito. Lahat po ito ay editable po. Pwede nyo pong i-edit. Ano po? Pwede nyo po siyang magamit, i-edit according sa inyong naging performance o sa inyong naging activity. So, lahat po yan ay editable para po sa inyong lahat. So, ayan na po lahat ang inclusion sa ating RPMS package for highly proficient teacher for school year 2023 to 2024. So, 20 files po yan. Lahat po ng kakailanganin nyo para mabuo ang inyong RPMS portfolio, nandyan na po lahat. Wala na po kayong hahanapin pa. Ano po, sinama ko na po lahat. At lahat po yan ay editable po. Hindi po yan picture lang. Editable po yan. Pwede nyo nang i-edit dahil alam ko, hindi nyo kayang mag-type. Charot. Or wala na kayong time para mag-type pa. Kasi last school years, picture po ang pinapakita ko. Nagrereklamo kayo. Gusto nyo editable. Yung pipindutin na lang. Hindi na itatype. So, ayan po, lahat po ng ating template ay editable po. Ano po, pwede nyo na po yung baguhin according to your activity or your performance na ginawa po ninyo. So, lahat po yan ay pwede nyo pong ma-avail. Paano po mag-a-avail? Ulitin po natin, you just have to go to our Teacher Rocky Facebook page. I-like nyo po at i-follow ang page and then you send me a message if you are interested to avail. Ano po, mag-message lang po kayo sa akin at sasagutin po ako po yan at magkakaintindihan tayo kung paano kayo makaka-avail. Ano po, basta mag-message lang po. Minsan hindi ako nakakasagot agad-agad. Pasensya na kayo. Ano po, kasi may iba din naman akong ginagawa. Pero sinisigurado ko na lahat ng messages po na sasagot ko within the day. Ano po, pag inabot na kayo ng oras ng pagtulog ko, edi within the next day na po yun. Hindi ko naman po kayang sumagot habang natutulog ako. Ano po? Okay, so yan na po. If you're interested, pwede po kayong mag-avail. And good luck po sa ating submission ng ating RPMS portfolio. And I'll see you again in our next video. God bless everyone.